Hello, welcome back to my channel. My name's Ziete, and today's reading is a collective reading for the month of March. So if you're here and you're feeling guided to stay, there might be a special message for you in here. I've already shuffled the cards, so we're just going to get started with looking at what cycle we're currently in. Then we're going to move into the transitional phase. What is that cycle looking like that takes us from where we're at to where we want to be? And then we're going to look at the cycle we're entering, so where we want to be. So we got 3 piles. It's a collective reading, so all 3 piles apply for everybody. And we're just going to start at looking at the cycle that we're in currently. So let me lay out the cards. As you can see, I have them in a little pile. I haven't seen them, so we're going to reveal them together, okay? So first we got the 3 of Pentacles. Awesome. That's where we're at right now. We got this phrase. It's in Spanish. It says, "You really think that if you don't change, you'll be different?" That's interesting paired with the 3 of Pentacles. Then we got, "Be immune to others' opinions. What others say and do is a projection of their own reality, their own dream. When you're immune to the opinions and actions of others, you won't be the victim of needless suffering. Be immune to others' opinions." Then we got Quetzalcoatl. "Veo un pueblo de corazón unido, una sola raza viviendo en armonía en un solo corazón. I see a peoples of united heart, one race living in harmony in one heart." That's beautiful. Then we got the 3 of Cups. Interesting. We got the 3 of Cups and the 3 of Pentacles. That's beautiful energy. Then we got my first deck ever, which is why it looks like it's falling apart, because it is. This is from like 10 years ago. I'm actually surprised that I managed to keep it for so long. So this is Karma. So I think that's the Judgment. That's the Judgment card, I believe. We got Karma, and then we got who within you chooses. I choose to be the source. I choose to be adaptable. I choose to be safe. I choose to be sweet. I choose to be strong. I choose to be clear. I choose to be. Okay. Let's get started with looking at that. So again, we got, you really believe if you don't change, things will be different. And then it's paired with the 3 of Pentacles, which is a card that is often, it often represents work, like putting in the work, be immune to others' opinions. I see a peoples of one heart, the 3 of Cups, the Karma, who within you chooses, be immune to others' opinions. Okay, so it seems like what we've been dealing with is almost like we are coming out of a cycle where we sold ourselves short of the opportunities that we could manifest and the opportunities that we were equipped to take on, like roles and everything. It seems like we, for a while, were just kind of almost like not believing in ourselves enough, not believing more in ourselves and our aspirations and desires than on other people's opinions or perceptions of what we might choose to do or desire to do. Seems like we kind of suppressed some desires for a while, just thinking about like what would other people think if we made that choice, and not just that, but what would other people choose. Constantly using other people as reference to how we should be moving. But it seems like right now it's like the momentum has built, and we are at a point where we are willing and ready and desiring to put in the work. And for a lot of us, we are already doing that. We are putting in the work. I think to move away from what has kept us feeling stagnant, and like we are a hamster in a hamster wheel, like aimlessly running, not getting anywhere. Seems like we are not only doing that, but we're finally also linking up with other people that are vibing similarly and kind of focused on the futures that we want to build for ourselves. Like there are people now in our lives that we can collaborate with to manifest what we truly desire, and those people are just as like ready to put in the work, just as eager to do so. I think those people as well are people that have also kind of like, it's almost like they're at a point where they're like, I can't keep running from my desire. I can't keep pretending it's gone. I can't keep allowing other things to build on top of that until I forget that I even ever dreamt of that. Um, so it's like, it's now, it's like go time. Like, you really believe that you can change if you keep doing the same thing over and over again? We know we can't. We know we won't. And so we are choosing differently. We are choosing. And that is related to this card. Like, who within you chooses? It's like we're no longer allowing other people's beliefs and stuff to be the reason why we choose to abstain from something or to go for it. And so we are taking control because we also know that what we are choosing is for the greater, is for a greater purpose, is for like the betterment, the healing, collective healing, the healing of all. And it's collaborating with other people towards that goal as well. So we are divesting. We are divesting from what we've been giving our energy to, that has just been kind of like siphoning it, like just living off of us, but not leaving us anything to grow from, no nurturing. And so seems like we are at the end and beginning of a beautiful cycle, to be honest, because the energy, the power, it's here. So that's, to me, that's oftentimes I'll have the idea, and what is missing is just that spark, that thing that like pushes me forward, and it's here. So these are beautiful news, like that's where we are at now. Uh-huh. So let's look into this transitional phase. Like, what is changing? What energies are transforming within us so that we can move forward into what we've been building, consciously or unconsciously, right? So here we got first Knight of Swords. Ba-bam. We got love and nurture your body. Your own body is a manifestation of God, and if you honor your body, everything will change for you. Practice giving love to every part of your body. This will plant seeds of love in your mind, and when they grow, you will love, honor, and respect your body immensely. So, love and nurture your body. Knight of Swords. We got Espiritu Balam. In front of every storm, your best smile. We got the Knight of Swords again. Oh my gosh, that's powerful stuff right now. So that's the transitional energy. Lots of cutting through bullshit is what I'm feeling. Lots of cutting through bullshit. Then we got, yeah, it was upside down. I think it was upside down. We got the Eight of Cups upside down. Yeah, it's like we're not playing dumb anymore. And then we got, this is my prayer for evolution. And then the phrase, maybe if you ask. Maybe if you ask. Okay. Damn. So it feels like, okay, so like we saw, we have finally connected with people that are on a similar vibe. If you haven't seen them, you are connected to them. And the only thing keeping you from being like in connection, in like harmony and divine union in this plane with those beings that are here to like also transform within and without, along your side, to transform our collective reality. Seems like there's other industries, but I'm feeling people. It's almost like a bit of pulling at our heartstrings, like some people that are close to us, or something that we've been committed to for a while passively, like just different things like that. um those seem to be the blockages. It's like even though we are committed, we are working this, like we still feel somehow like responsible for or committed to something that is not loving us, is not nurturing us. And so with the Knight of Swords energy, it's like to get to the next stage, we need to cut through that with sharp, sharp, sharp truth, right? I think that starts within us. Like, let's be honest to ourselves about our job, the people we hang out with, the people we give most of our energy to, energy and all the forms it takes, it embodies. Like, are those nurturing you, and are those people that you feel like will as well like nurture you in the long run? Like they are pushing you forward, right? Do they share a vision? If they don't, like, that is okay. It's not about staying to try and change other people, but it is also about asking yourself, what do you want, right? How is this aiding in your journey and the manifestation of your desires, and how is it blocking, right? Because it seems like you're still, there's the Eight of Swords energy is present, so it's still, it's like when you, it's as if the Eight of Swords, it's like the takes off the blindfold, takes off the rope around her, grabs a sword, or realizes she can grab a sword and move forward, but she's there. She's still standing there. She has all of those off. There's nothing blocking, but she's still standing there. Why? Why is she choosing to remain there? Is she scoping out her options? Either way, what you know now is that there aren't any real blockages anymore, and it is about choice, right? So there is some sharp truths that need to be shared so that you can move forward in your evolution. That might be with your job, that might be with your partner, that might be with your best friend, that might be with your community, that might be with your entire town. But there is something here where it's like maybe also like you've been keeping it inside and haven't shared it with them because you feel like that might push them away, but they might surprise you, maybe because you haven't shared your truth, your dreams, your aspirations. They felt like they weren't able to be fully honest with themselves or you either. So in you sharing your truth, you're opening up the space for another to also share it, and they might even surprise you. That person that you wanted to be a part of this change but didn't know how to include, didn't want to let go, if you're honest, they could truly surprise you. So I feel like that is the energy, is you being a leader, you leading with your truth. And even if you don't know exactly where you're going yet, your truth will tell, like, will lead you far away from whatever it is right now that is keeping you stagnant, right? Like, it will at least clear out what is no longer serving you so that you can, move into almost like a feeling, that illusion of permanence, because of the continual nurturing that you will be giving and receiving when you allow this to be the main energy that you're tapping into, loving and nurturing your body. So that is like the transitional energy, is a lot of truth. It's a lot of stop playing dumb, you know exactly where you're at and your desires, and allow those to trace a path forward, right? And then we got the energy we are moving into. I'm excited and nervous. Let's see. The Magician. Enjoy heaven on earth. Impeccability of the word can lead you to personal freedom, success, and abundance. You can attain the kingdom of heaven from this one agreement. Be impeccable with your word. Enjoy heaven on earth. The Magician. We got Tlacaile. Cuando cultivamos nuestra paz y volvemos a sembrar la vida, a darle vida a la vida, eso es creer, es crear. When we cultivate our peace and we once again, what's it called? Sembrar. When we cultivate, okay, so when we cultivate our peace and we once again cultivate life, giving life to life, that is to believe in creating. So it's a little confusing, but it's basically like when you nurture your inner life, you're giving life to life, and that is believing in your ability to create. That is you are feeding that to create, to transform, to bring life. By giving life to yourself, you're bringing life into the world as well. You got the Page of Swords. Interesting. So in this new energy, the Page of Swords. And then we got the Eight of Cups. Beautiful, beautiful emotional healing on the way and leading the path. And then we got, this is my prayer to embody faith in myself. And we got, no está aquí. It is not here. Interesting. So this is bringing me like it isn't here. It's almost like, it's almost here. It's anchoring in heaven on earth, anchoring into it and anchoring it into here as well. It's a mutual relationship. We got the Magician. So it's that ability to, at one point, you had just your dreams, your desires, or even just the vision, the feeling of what a different world could feel like. And based off that, you've been building on top of that, expanding that feeling and manifesting it materially in this 3D. You've been transmuting those feelings of powerlessness and those blockages. You've been transforming them into like glory is the word that I'm getting. It's um like we are moving into us being the magician, us being clear that we are the magician, you know. We hung on to our truth. We were the Knight of Swords. We cut through the bullshit. We were honest with ourselves and with the people we care for the most. And that has only clarified to us that we are the magician, that we were sent here, that we were sent here with qualities that allow us to not only transform our realities in times that seem impossible, but as well inspire others to do so the same and collaborate with others to transform, like groundbreakingly. With the Page of Swords, there's this, the Page of Swords is like a level of like childishness, like a childish expression of truth. It's when you are, you know, you don't bend on your truth and you don't stop to analyze as much whether you are right or wrong. You just truly express what you're feeling. And I think that honest expression of truth is something that is the Knight of Swords. It's like leading you to be the Page of Swords. It's like you accepted other people's truths for you for way too long, and by cutting those and by detaching from those truths, you are like reinvigorating. You are kind of waking that kid up that is wishing to express himself honestly, and without any care for judgment, like whether they do or they don't. Like you're still going to express yourself truthfully, and then that true expression, because you are not a kid anymore, you have your tools, you know what love and expressing love feels like, and you know what love feels like, giving and receiving it. So the expression of your truth might be raw, might be blunt, but it is for the purpose of love, and so is everything that you are transmuting as the magician. This is my prayer to embody faith in myself. So it's that trust that you are coming from a place of love, and reminding yourself, recalibrating your understandings of love constantly so that you can be a magician that is working towards anchoring in heaven on earth, right? With the Eight of Cups, I feel like this raw expression of truth as well is something that that kid has been kind of like shutting up for a long time. So in that raw expression, there's a lot of healing too. There's a lot of almost like even looking back and being able see that that kid that you were once like also deserved to be trusted, and that their truth was true, you know. It didn't need to be shut down, it didn't need to be limited in its expression. And so it feels definitely almost like a trip in memory lane to like heal and also like recognize and give value to those expressions of truth that became more and more muted, more and more repressed. So it's a new dawn where that expression just comes naturally to you, and where there's just so much truth and trust in yourself, that anything that comes challenging that can be met with blunt love, you know, truth. There isn't any wobbling on your side anymore. Um, that doesn't mean this isn't a work in progress, but it means that you are anchoring it more and more so that it is just like your main way of being, and the main way that comes out to respond to whatever comes your way. So you're definitely gaining a lot of like steadiness within yourself. Um, and then the last card here, when we cultivate our peace and we begin to like to plant life, to give life to life, that is to believe, it's to create. So I think a lot of these cards were focused on nurturing you, nurturing your body, and that is in many ways, that's about everything that you're consuming, right? From the words that you're staying, you know, to listen to the music you're listening to the food that you're eating, to the work that you're at, all of those things. So how can you nurture yourself? How can you give life to life? Because the more that you come alive, um like the deeper your power is felt and contagious as well, right? So I think here it's about, yeah, truly expressing yourself in the raw ways that you've been repressing, and allow people around you to surprise you. Do not fear their responses to your truth. Study them, understand them, see where you relate and where you don't, and just allow that to be an opportunity to move on, move forward, and keep growing through love. By the way, I don't know if you noticed, but my nose gets kind of itchy when I'm channeling. You can probably see it in other readings, but anyways. Okay, so I'm gonna close this reading with a closing card. I'm gonna use these three cards because I love them. Card number 1. Are you willing to begin again today? These are the habits I'm creating to become my highest self. So yeah, how are you putting that foot forward, out of the stagnation and into the reality that you desire? What steps are you taking today? What step, single tiny step are you taking today to anchor in that reality? And what step are you taking tomorrow and the next day, right? Doesn't have to be bigger steps, just consistent steps. At least make me feel like I'm choosing myself, right? So these are the habits I'm creating to become my highest self. And this being, it is a gift that you are living from here on out. Enjoy it. Enjoy it. Simple as that. You know, it's like, because it is a gift that we're living, like, let's support ourselves and make that experience like just really, really like jump into that experience of expanding the joy. And how do we do that? By creating habits that support our joy and not the opposite, right? So being conscious in the creation of a reality to expand and truly feel deeply the gift of living. And then the last one, your best is changing all the time. Your best will depend on whether you are refreshed in the morning or tired at night. Your best will be different when you are happy as opposed to upset, or healthy as opposed to sick, Under any circumstances, simply do your best, and you will avoid self judgment, self abuse, and regret. It's exactly what we're saying. It goes hand in hand with, beginning again, creating new habits to support our joy. And every single day, that step that we take, it looks different every single day. And we're not going to judge ourselves if yesterday we were able to take 10 steps and today we only feel capable of one. We are supporting ourselves. Even if that day you feel like you took zero, why did you take zero? Because you listened to yourself, and that was the reason why you didn't move a single time. So trust yourself, trust your own rhythm, and trust that it will exist and outside of your own planned schedule always. So avoid self judgment, self abuse. Yeah, because I think ultimately what we could regret the most is being our own personal bullies as opposed to our fans or supporters, right? So, yeah. And actually, I want to close with a single phrase from here because my nose is getting so itchy, I don't even know what the heck. Music is the solution. Nice. Do a little experiment right now and go on wherever you listen to music to, and then click a bunch of times the shuffle until it feels right. Switch the song on shuffle a bunch, whatever you want to do, until it takes you to a single song, and reflect on its message. It might be some message from your guides. So thank you for coming. Sorry for scratching my nose so much. Okay.